and in today's video, we are continuing our coverage on the MonsterVerse. Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, is coming out very soon. We've had the first official trailer, so in this video, we're going to talk about everything that we know about Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. So far, there will be spoilers in this video at some point, most definitely. So, also, I get to watch Godzilla -1 today, which is freaking insane. If enough people want me to review it, I will review it. It does look pretty cool, but it released here in England officially today, 2 weeks after the Americans got it. Not cool, but still looking forward to it. So, yo, what is good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you're out neuro anime, subscribe to never miss any of the kaiju, MonsterVerse, Marvel, DC, Rebel Moon, pop culture-based content that I cover on a daily basis. Basically, I cover whatever I want to cover. We recently did a review on Rebel Moon, non-spoiler review. I know I keep saying this because I want people to watch that video. We got invited to the red carpet event, the UK premiere, which was last Thursday. Pretty awesome event. Really cool movie. Check out the Rebel Moon non-spoiler review we've done. So, if you could, check us out on Instagram. I want you to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And also, if you could, check us out on twitter.com or x.com. Follow me over there. It's my smallest social media platform. I don't know why. It just, I swear people don't want to follow me over there. But that's where you get my reactions first. So, everything that we know about Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, basically has been confirmed by the first trailer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over a plot leak, because why not? Because everything we're going to say in the plot leak has basically been shown in trailer 1 anyway. And you guys kind of love this stuff. So it's set after the events of Godzilla vs Kong. Humanity is more embracing towards Big G and what he does. And also, I think that's the case of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. If that show's going the way it looks like it is, it does look like we are getting deeper into the mythos of the monsters and also of the whole universe. Godzilla fights a new titan called Anarchy during the opening credits and hibernates in the Colosseum of Rome after the battle. Now, this is pretty much all being confirmed. Kong, meanwhile, is staying down in Hollow Earth. We see him fighting / hunting some jackal monsters. He seamlessly is lonely, but he's okay. Now, we do see this scene in the first trailer, and a lot of people were kind of trolling that scene, but what you don't understand is these jackals are like 200 feet high. Sure, they're not Kong tall, but they're pretty freaking big. Like in the sequence of the tree and he jumps over that off the cliff. He's jumping, he's running away because there's so many of them. Kong somehow inadvertently awakes an evil ape tribe that was trapped deep inside Hollow Earth. Now, this is confirmed in trailer 1 because a lot of people, there's a lot of hyperbole, there's a lot of discussion. Is it a tribe? Is it other Kongs? Are they just scared of Scar King? It's clearly a tribe. There's 2 different scenes. There's a scene where we see a bunch of the tribe, and there's a scene where we see a bunch of Kongs. I don't necessarily think these scenes are intertwined and also the same thing. So, let's digress. Godzilla senses this and wakes up as well as G. I mean, Godzilla senses this. Maybe he does. The red ape in the tease is called Scar King. He and his tribe used to be the ancient protectors of humanity till they turned power hungry. Their objective is to take over the world and conquer the surface world. I mean, I don't know about this part here, because if you watch trailer 1, realistically, other than having more sinkholes around the world, we already know the sinkholes. We literally see it in the trailer. With a pyramid, we see a sinkhole and we see something coming out of it. We also see Kong coming out of it. But is Scar King's plan really to conquer the surface world? I'm not sure about that. Scar King apparently has a grudge against Godzilla. He was the one who fought and trapped the tribe down in Hollow Earth during ancient times. Now, if this part here is true, why would it take Kong and Godzilla to take out Scar King? I know Scar King has a secret weapon, but if Top Gangster's already taken him out by himself, then why does he need help from Kong? Scar King is more agile than Kong. He has no special abilities, but he wields a distinctive weapon made out of some kind of snake titan's backbone. Now, we know this is true because we literally see it in the trailer. Now, if you've noticed, I've not always been using the latest footage from the latest trailer because I keep getting copyright claims when I use that trailer for some reason. So I'm trying to work around it, but for some reason I keep getting a copyright claim when I use the trailer. I don't know why. I'm trying to edit the video differently so it doesn't, but hopefully I can start putting it back in. Scar King has control over another monster called Shimu. He's a reptile titan with crystals on his back, much like Space Godzilla, and He's Scar King's secret weapon to conquer the surface world. I mean, he's very cute. If you've seen the previous video, if you've seen on the Instagram stories at Warstu, it's still on there. It's in the randoms archive on the Instagram story. He looks like the white dragon from How to Train a Dragon. He looks so cute. I don't necessarily think Shimu is going to be a villain. Shimu is the first Titan. He has the ability to breathe ice, freeze, and breath. He's able and capable of bringing about the Ice Age on his own, and was the one that caused the Ice Age in the past, previously with King Ghidorah, allegedly. Amongst the Scar King tribe, there's a young ape called Suku, who is actually friendly. Kong befriends him and starts a father-son-like relationship, hence Son of Kong. Like I said, this was posted months ago, and the first trailer affirms all of this thus far. Dan Stevenson, good-looking lad, is Monarch Kong's dentist. He is sort of flamboyant Jack Sparrow-like character. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that this movie is actually really silly, but it's on like Godzilla versus Kong level of kind of silly, if you like. But I don't really think they need to take themselves too serious. But on the other hand, apparently Godzilla Minus One is really serious to the point where it'll have you crying, allegedly. The movie has a similar tone to Godzilla vs. Kong, but even more wacky and has more sci-fi elements. Yes, we've seen this in the trailer. The movie has a surprisingly strong narrative with human characters, namely Gia and her adopted mother, who's played by Rebecca Hall. Now, for me, I don't really care about the human side of these movies. A lot of people do. I don't personally. It's a monster movie. We want to see the monsters beat each other up. I don't really care for the human side, but it looks like this movie's focusing more on the humanity, the humane side of that. I mean, that's cool if you want that, but I don't personally want that. Now, why we know this whole plot is true is because there will be a battle in Egypt. We literally see the Egyptian pyramids. We literally see them in the trailer. Godzilla and Kong get armor upgrades in some shape or form. Okay, we've seen this. I mean, a lot of people were saying Kong's arm gets broken, but that's not necessarily true. Just because he has the Infinity Gauntlet, but we're not on Earth 616, so that's not going to work. The Infinity Stones ain't going to do that. Okay, I'm trying to be funny. But it doesn't necessarily mean his arm gets broken. So there's some other tidbits here. There is a new flying Titan in this movie where there was supposed to be, but it's actually going to be Mothra, based on what people are saying on the Tweetosphere. I'm not saying anything in this video that's not already out there and what we haven't already spoken about. I just feel like there's a lot of new people on the channel, so I know I want to give you some insights. Godzilla and Kong fights Shimu in Egypt. Okay, we've literally seen Shimu in the trailer. It's so obvious that it's there. The threat is from an underground civilization, annoyed that humanity has started resourcing the Hollow Earth. I mean, that would make some sense. Kong and Godzilla aren't seen together until near the middle of the movie. Godzilla is handling issues on the surface. Kong is handling issues in Hollow Earth. Major part is Gia's ancestors and the culture of Hollow Earth with the Iwis. I mean, we've seen, you know, the crystal, the crystal glowing part in the trailer. We've seen all this. It's absolutely insane how much information gets out way ahead of time. I mean, I know how it gets out, but it's fascinating to me. This just builds my hype for the movie. I'm so freaking hyped for this movie. I don't even need another trailer at this point because I've already seen enough. So this bit here goes on to say some stuff, but it's also worth saying that the movie isn't locked in, the final cut's not finished, and this alludes to the movie maybe being 3 hours long. I mean, I hope that's true, but I don't really think that's going to be true. So apparently there is some post-credit scenes, and allegedly there's a post-credit scene with potentially Destroyer and potentially using some other kaiju monsters that they've got the license agreement with Toho. Apparently, there's some mention of a world serpent. This is all alleged. We don't actually know if this is true. So there's some bits in here that we're not saying it's true, but we're not saying it's not true. Possible references to other films or comics. Now we know, allegedly, there's going to be a fight with a character from the comics. We don't know who it is. We covered that story the other day. But this post is just mad. Mechagodzilla, King Ghidorah, Mewtwo, Skullcrullers. Maybe there's some references to some events that happened in King of the Monsters. Now, we all know people want Behemoth in this movie. We don't know if it's going to happen. Adam Wingard's confirmed that Doug is going to appear in this movie. Also, Wombats potentially make a huge comeback in this movie. Kong's Royal Axe makes an appearance. We've already seen this. Previous characters will get referred to, but may not actually be in the movie. So, Millie Bobby Brown's character, some people are advertising like she's in the movie. She's not actually in the movie. Final battle is in Hollow Earth or a major city. I don't know. No, there's no actual information. Scar King and his army fights both Godzilla and Kong. I mean, it only makes sense if Scar King has a tribe, because Scar King and Shimu would get bossed by Godzilla and Kong. Let's be honest. Godzilla might get his red spinal beam and turns into thermal Godzilla. Well, we already know that's true, but it's not red. It's like a Super Saiyan rose-like color. Scar King could talk. I actually don't know if this is true. Nah, Scar King can't talk. He's got no abilities, but he's like a freaking warrior. So far in this video, we've gone over so much information about what is going on with this movie. It's going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait for this movie. And I do get some pushback from doing videos like this, but realistically, the general audience aren't really going to see this video, and I think it's actually freaking insane. It really is. Now, I was thinking about covering Monarch Legacy of the Monsters, because spoiler warning, when the top G's in it, mate, I do want to cover it, but I don't know if people want review style videos from me. Obviously, I make videos I want to make, but I also want people to want me to make them kind of videos. But that Monarch Legacy of the Monsters, I believe that's going to lead up to something that we may see in Godzilla X Kong. Now, okay, this is complete. I've heard this. I don't actually know if this is true. That's why it won't be anywhere in the title. So allegedly, we know Shimu, there's an O, but it's still Shimu, it's Shimu. Allegedly, in the finale, we will see a hibernation version of Shimu. Now, that would be absolutely freaking insane. And it also does make sense why they haven't put him in trailer 1. Although he's there, they've kind of edited him out like Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man got edited out of the No Way Home trailer. But if this is true, that is freaking insane, because we know the events of this movie, it's dealing with the past to give us a bit more backstory, a bit more mythos of the MonsterVerse, which is freaking insane. Apple TV are absolutely killing it. The storylines aren't the best with some of the humans, but I mean, for the most part, it's a pretty good story. But if Shimu appears in the finale, then I know my sources are very good. I know they're very good anyway, but I've got different sources for different things. And for TV shows, it's a little bit hit and miss, to be honest. So, likewise, guys, let us know down below, what do you think about the movie? Who do you think is going to appear in this movie? There may be some titans in this movie that we have not seen before. Well, there is actually. But technically, if Shimu does appear in the finale of Legacy of Monsters, because it's set in the past, we would have seen him before. We know apparently Mothra is going to be in this. Our fan favorite's going to return this. But we also allegedly know there's going to be some monsters from the comics that have never appeared in the legendary MonsterVerse. Likewise, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see a beautiful face behind a beautiful face. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, and please check out the boys' Rebel Moon review, because I only get to attend events like this because I have an audience. So likewise, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu. Check Twitter, WarstuG, and I'll catch you in a new video very soon, guys. Catch you later.